I hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are trying to stay positive in a world full of chaos, distractions, and wickedness. But overall, I hope you guys are just making the best of y'all's everyday situation. I know I'm doing the best I can. But happy Friday to y'all, man. This video is going to be about Mr. Ryan Garcia. And my question is, does Ryan Garcia have the complexion for the protection? Now, before some of you super pro King Ryan fans come for me, pause. Just understand why I'm asking this question. We all are aware that Ryan Garcia was not even accused. He tested dirty. You know, he failed a drug test for PEDs, and it doesn't matter what PED it was, you know, he popped dirty. Now, it could be a lot of different theories, you know, it could be a lot of different things and factors. Prior to the fight, Ryan Garcia was exposing a lot of Hollywood stuff, rituals, elites, and stuff like that. And his main goal was to expose the truth about what they do with these kids, you know, and how they use kids as sacrificial lambs to offer up to whoever they worship, these people in these high places. And while he was exposing all this stuff, you know, the media was they were really quiet on the accusations that Ryan Garcia was making in regards to these children and these rituals, and him saying that he was allegedly tied up and forced to watch them kill babies and eat them. This is what he said, allegedly. These are not my words, these are Ryan Garcia's words. But they did focus on making Ryan Garcia look crazy, like he was losing his mind. So in the aftermath, when the fight happens and he actually becomes victorious, it made him look like he wasn't so crazy at all, because he won the fight and he still stood on the business of what he was talking about. He didn't change it up, even though he had his handlers around him, De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and stuff like that. And they were trying to make him not focus too much on that and just focus on being the face of boxing, like De La Hoya claimed. You know, something like the face of boxing thing is rotating, switching from fighter to fighter. First it was Canelo, then it was Bud Crawford, then it was Tank, then De La Hoya. Now Ryan Garcia. But the reason why I asked the question, does Ryan Garcia have the complexion for the protection, is because of this. When he tested dirty, they allowed Ryan Garcia to still do what he do. There was no suspension, nothing. As a matter of fact, they gave it time. They was like, you know what? Let's have him do another test. Let's try to be sure. We're not really sure yet, so let's just test it again. Now, this is a performance-enhancing drug now. This ain't marijuana or any other little curricular drugs. But how soon we forget Mr. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis failed a drug test because he had marijuana in his system, not Ostarine or whatever the drug is, or any other performance-enhancing drug to give him an unfair advantage over a fighter. He tested dirty for marijuana. They suspended him. And the fight that he was preparing the fight that was upcoming before that test that before him failing that drug test, what happened? They ruled it as a no contest because he failed a drug test for weed. But Ryan Garcia pops dirty for PEDs, and everything we have to do further investigations on it. Let's just do another test. So that one test didn't determine, or that one test wasn't the deciding factor in the fact that he actually did cheat and he did test dirty. Y'all have to do another test, and all of a sudden now he's clean. So I asked, does Ryan Garcia have the complexion for the protection? Because if Keyshawn Davis tested dirty for some weed, and they not only did they suspend him, but they interfered with him making money off that fight, and they ruled that fight a no contest. Are they going to do that same thing with Ryan Garcia in this Devin Haney situation? I highly doubt it. I feel like Ryan Garcia is protected by certain entities that's out there that's working overtime to try to make sure that he gets a pass. But let it be a fighter this shade, this color. It will be no question. It won't even be a hesitation. They will suspend him, ban him, all of that. Canelo Alvarez. Does Canelo Alvarez have the protection, the complexion for the protection? He tested dirty. They blamed it on the meat stuff. But nothing happened with him. Mind you, Keyshawn Davis failed a drug test for weed, and they suspended him and ruled his next fight a no contest. You can't make this stuff up, dog. But Canelo and Ryan Garcia can get a pass. Oh, it must be a problem. Oh, because it's Ryan Garcia and Canelo. Oh, something must be wrong. There must be an error, a mistake. Let's test them again one more time to be sure. You know, maybe it's a mistake we made on our end. There's no way Ryan Garcia and Canelo would take performance enhancers. Tyson Fury, it was proof that he got caught. He blamed it on a farmer, and then the farmer came out and said, no, that's a lie. Canelo's part of the cartel? Maybe, but there's some foul stuff going on. It's no real fair play, because all of the jealousy and the fear they have towards Moorish melanated fighters, it could be something small, and they will suspend a black fighter, ban them damn near. Did Keyshawn Davis really deserve to get that fight taken from him? Did he really deserve to be suspended and be, you're talking to yourself. Okay, buddy. But real talk, man, I don't understand how Keyshawn Davis can be treated like a villain off of failing a drug test for weed, but Ryan Garcia and Canelo and Tyson Fury can be treated like angels when they failed drug tests for performance-enhancing drugs, for cheating. I don't get that, dog. I really don't get that. You know, but it just goes to show, you know, certain people have the complexion for the protection. And it's just further showing how corrupt boxing is. Because when it comes to these brothers, they're going to look for any little thing to discredit them, blackball them, or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to Ryan Garcia, Canelo, Tyson Fury, oh, there's an excuse. Oh, we made a mistake. Let's retest them again. You know, you know what? Maybe it is in the meat. I don't know, Doc. You know, and I'm not a Devin Haney fan at all. You know, I'm not a fan of, you know, how they get down. I already said in other videos that I think Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia were foolish to try to bring their religion into boxing, their beliefs, you know, because the beliefs and the God that's attached to your belief system is not going to help you in that ring. You know, I've said before, you know, it's hypocritical in a way, and it's like you're making it seem like the God that you serve will favor you over the next person who's probably working just as hard as you, if not more. You know, and it's almost like saying like God is going to look out for me, you know, but God is going to let me destroy this person. So I guess God was in support of Ryan Garcia taking whatever performance enhancers, preparing for that fight. And then after he pops dirty and all that stuff, oh, it's God's plan, God's will. Jesus is king. Really? I don't know, man. Y'all some hypocrites, man. There's so many people that are hypocrites that will use their beliefs and this God concept to justify their foul behavior. And then act like it's God's will. Same thing with Devin Haney. Or was Allah's plan? Man, shut that shit up, dog. What are you talking about? You don't have nothing, that has nothing to do with this plan. What happens to free will? In one breath, y'all say we have free will, and then in the next breath, you say it's God's will. Which one is it? But Ryan Garcia is making it look worse, making his God and his Jesus look worse because of the stuff he's been doing. He's partying, drinking, causing controversy, connecting with people who are actually demonic and not really good in the sight of his God. But then he'll turn around and act like he's a victim when he knows what he did leading up to the fight, And this makes sense why why Ryan Garcia wants to fight everybody now. I was like, damn, bro, that juice, that steroid got you feeling like you invincible, huh? You calling out Terrence Crawford, you calling out Errol Spence, you calling out all these people that you know damn well you can't beat, and you calling out people that you ain't even in a weight class with. Like, why are you so worried about other fighters like Errol Spence, for example? Come on, Ryan Garcia. You wasn't even calling nobody. You wasn't calling none of these dudes out until after Terrence Bud Crawford destroyed that boy. Now all of a sudden, Errol Spence is on your radar, and then you were clout chasing on Bud Crawford. Like, come on, bro. You just an ultimate clout chaser, Ryan Garcia is an ultimate diva, But I don't blame him. I blame the people. I blame all his handlers, the people that's been supporting him and protecting him. His parents failed him, his dad, he reminds me of that drunk that just can't hold his alcohol. That man that just, no matter what, he's going to embarrass his family. He'll ride or die for his family, but he's going to be an embarrassment on top of that. His mother, she shouldn't even talk. She just needs to stop talking. On Devin Haney's end, his dad is an embarrassment because his dad runs his mouth too much. It's like he wants more. It's like he want to be more famous than his own son. It's like he's over the legacy and the hard work that his own son put in. Yeah, he is making money for being weird, But boxing is weird. Boxing has gotten weird, And what I'm saying? If anything, Ryan Garcia is probably more of a victim than a perpetrator. But at the same time, he's a grown man. So we got to hold grown men accountable. Me, I'm not biased. I'm not racist. I don't show no favoritism, but I'm going to keep it 100. And if you can't accept the truth, then you got to look within yourself and ask yourself, why does some truth that somebody's speaking bothering you? I'm being dramatic? Okay. I respect your opinion, but ain't nothing dramatic about what I'm saying. These are all facts, bro. So if the truth sounds like drama to you, then you're a faker. You're living in delusion. You're delusional, sir. Because real talk, you cannot deny that they suspended Keyshawn Davis for testing dirty for weed, but they have not suspended Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez, nor Ryan Garcia for testing dirty on PEDs. Make it make sense right now. Shut your dumb ass up, dog. What are you talking about? Ryan is dramatic, nigga. What is you talking about, dog? That's what I'm saying. But this is how the fanboys think, and this is how they are. When it comes to somebody they like, they will come up with every grand excuse to justify their behavior and the foul stuff they do, even though they know how foul they are. But because they like them, they will do everything they can possible to defend them and justify them. When in reality, I call a spade a spade. Devin Haney, he underestimated Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney probably, despite what Ryan Garcia did, which was cheat his way to success, because if you pop dirty, if they find that in your system, ain't no excuse for you. Now the only thing I can ever defend Ryan Garcia on is if, because he was exposing all those elites, maybe they made up this story and say, oh, he popped dirty, when he really didn't pop dirty at all. But until that can be proven without a doubt, I'm not going to give Brian Garcia a pass. I'm not going to give him a pass. So, don't try to fake it until you make it. Just be 100 about it, and just call a spade a spade. They dogged out Keyshawn Davis. They suspended him for weed. But I'm proving to y'all how there's certain fighters that have the complexion for the protection, because they did something worse than what Keyshawn Davis did. Weed is nothing nowadays, dog. But when it comes to PEDs, guys like Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, and Tyson Fury can get a pass. They'll do an extra test. Like if you fail the test one time, why you got to do the test again? What, you gonna give them time to get that more out their system and then say, okay, oh yeah, okay, you're good now, you're clear. Maybe we made a mistake. Don't worry about the first test. You know what? You're good. You know what? Maybe it was us. We're just telling them that we made a mistake. Nigga, what? Why would you even report it in the first place if it wasn't really true? So either way, it's some foul play going on. Whether they're attacking Ryan Garcia, making this stuff up, or whether Ryan Garcia really did test dirty, and there's some other handlers or some people with money that are backing up Ryan Garcia that did that to try to protect it. And you know how the media play. Media is going to go with whatever narrative is being pushed. And, the employees who work in the media, they're just doing their job. So they're going to report what they're told to report. But the reality is, Ryan Garcia popped dirty. Ryan Garcia has yet to be suspended. And Ryan Garcia is still being embraced and celebrated like he's a hero when he actually was dirty. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. They are using Ryan Garcia to distract a lot of us about a lot of things. Even some things that don't even have nothing to do with boxing. But yes, they are using him for that. Free Josh Bell. I gotta look up Josh Bell. I don't know who that is. Yeah, let's just be 100, dog. How you gonna suspend Keyshawn Davis for weed, but you're not gonna suspend Canelo, Ryan Garcia, or Tyson Fury for PEDs? Why does it gotta always be this miraculous excuse? There's gotta be some kind of reason why these lighter skinned guys could get a pass to do something, but Keyshawn Davis gets suspended. Y'all take you take away his opportunity to get a bag off that fight, and then you rule it a no contest for weed, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog. So, you could be fake all you want to. Keep faking and keep faking it until you make it. But really, at the end of the day, sometimes if you faking it and you get success off of faking, that's almost in a way a form of selling your soul, because you compromised yourself. You did something that lacks integrity to get where you need to be at. Yeah, salute to y'all. Salute Jaime, salute Rally. All of y'all that's in the chat, man, salute to y'all, man. Like the video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit the sub, man. I'll touch on a lot of different topics, but I dip and dap in my boxing views too, and I'm very knowledgeable of boxing. But I'm 100 about it. Like I said, I'm not biased, I'm not racist, but I'm 100. And if my truth offends you, then you're probably fake anyway, and you're a fanboy who's triggered that I'm speaking on your favorite fighter or someone who you support, and it's not fitting the narrative that's being pushed out there in the media for that fighter. But damn all that, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, the universe works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? You say God works in mysterious ways. I feel like Devin Haney deserved to get pause put on him, because I feel like his behavior leading up to that fight despite Ryan Garcia doing that dirty shit he did, I feel like Devin Haney was not displaying good character. I feel like Devin Haney was allowing the money and the fame to really get to his head. And then to use, hey man, sorry, but Ryan involuntarily taking minor substances did not have any effect. Come on, bro. See, hey, y'all, pay attention to this right here. Donovan, dog. Salute to you, but bro, I gotta call y'all on the goofy shit, bro. So basically, in so many words, you're saying that you're okay with boxers taking PEDs as long as it's not too much to where they have an unfair advantage. How about you not being okay with it at all and saying to yourself, right is right and wrong is wrong? Because be 100, Donovan, he shouldn't and most likely won't get penalized. Let me read this again. Hey man, sorry, but Ryan involuntarily taking minor substances did not have any effect on the fight. Are you sure it was involuntary though? If you're aware of it, you're a grown man. He's not a baby. He's not a toddler. Any substance that you are given or provided, it is up to you to do the research on it. Look at it. Check and see if there's anything in it that could possibly make you test dirty. Because you know they do the randoms. They gonna force it on you. You know, they don't call you. They're gonna pop up, and you gotta be ready to take that test. So I don't get you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Donovan, but I don't agree with that at all. You know what I'm saying? Because if Devin Haney did that and he popped dirty, would you have that same energy, Donovan? Or would you say, well, you know what I'm saying? Them substances wasn't that strong enough to, you know what I'm saying, to affect Ryan Garcia, dog. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, Devin Haney shouldn't get suspended anyway. I hope you would keep that same energy, dog, because I don't get that. Yeah, it is insane that Devin Haney is getting shitted on. It's like, yeah, if we didn't know any better, you would think Devin Haney popped dirty. And Ryan Garcia was the one that was clean. The way the media is propping it up. But this just goes to show you what time we in. The propaganda, the lies, the manipulation, the brainwashing, the mind control that people are under, this spell. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Well, let's be real, dog. Like, salute to Australia, man. What up, Elijah? Salute, bro. Man, be 100, dog. Like, we know Ryan Garcia has speed. We know Ryan Garcia has power. But prior to us finding out about him having being on PEDs or whatever, I was telling myself, like, you know what, man? Salute, man. Thank you for subbing, man. I was saying to myself, like, man, maybe Devin Haney just underestimated Ryan Garcia, and because he got a glass jaw, you know, and styles make fights, you know, it just made me say that, you know what, Devin Haney walked into a fighter that he thought he was going to wash, and Ryan Garcia washed him. But then to find out that Ryan Garcia tested dirty and all that stuff, I have to be real. So I can't respect that. I can't respect that, you know. Donovan, I don't respect that, because, you know, if it was the other way around, I think everybody would be crucifying Devin Haney. Man, you old pillow-fisted cheating ass nigga. You just did that because you ain't got no power. But Ryan Garcia, who already has power and speed, takes a performance-enhancing drug, allegedly. It's no big deal. That's more dangerous when you already have power and speed, and then you got a substance in your body that can give you a little more speed and a little more power. You know? Now, if it's proven without a doubt that this was all some circus play to try to destroy Ryan Garcia because he was exposing all those elites, then I'll say, you know what? All right. They just doing that to rob Ryan Garcia. Maybe Ryan Garcia shocked the world and they didn't expect him to do that. But it's too many red flags, because Mayweather, there's talks that Mayweather encouraged Ryan Garcia to come in overweight, to have an unfair advantage already, even without the PEDs. You know, this clown comes in more pounds over, to where he is able to hydrate faster, and he's a lot bigger and stronger and more solid during a fight. That's already an unfair advantage. But then when you got something in your blood, a PED, how did Ryan seem like a totally stronger? Yeah. Yeah, exactly, dog. Like, Tank dropped Ryan with a body blow at 135, dog. Come on, man. Like, we got to be 100. Anybody that's not being real and trying to be on code for their favorite fighter is the worst type of person on this planet right now. Because these type of people right here will damn near sell their soul just to rock out with the person they like. I ain't with that like shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Even if I like and support a fighter, if a fighter's doing something foul and I know it's wrong, I'm either call it out or I'm just not going to support it. Ryan has a hook that everyone knows about. PEDs or not, that hook should have been avoided. Devin claimed this A-plus fighter status but got cooked. I agree. I mean, as far as the fight is concerned, Ryan Garcia outclassed Devin Haney, Now, it's still a big old question mark with the PED thing. Crazy part is Ryan did expose, maybe you try to say didn't expose anything or anyone, he just talked vaguely about stuff. But you talking about as far as the industry? Because if you talking about the industry, he exposed a lot of stuff, He exposed a lot of stuff, so there's a reason. I mean, I'm realistic. There is a real reason why they would pull this play on Ryan Garcia. If he is truly innocent, it is a possibility that he did pull this play and that he, because of all the stuff he exposed and how he was actually putting his life on the line, He was willing to. He even said at one point in time that he was threatened. They said they were going to kill him. I think it was supposed to be the date, April 14th or something like that, So, he was putting pressure, but it was almost like a cry out for help to let everybody know. Did not expose anything. How he did not expose anything? Did you pay attention, bro? Come on, Rally. Come on, bro. Do you know what you're talking about? Are you just saying stuff, or do you know what you really talking about? Do you not remember Ryan Garcia exposing stuff about them abducting children, kidnapping children, doing blood rituals with children, and being tied up, forced to watch these rituals, him exposing stuff in the industry and certain people in the industry doing this stuff? Like, were you just born yesterday? Or don't speak on none if you don't know what you're talking about, dog. And I'm not saying I believe everything Ryan Garcia was saying, but you can't confidently say that he did not expose anything. Bruh, shut up, dog. What is you talking about, bro? You don't even know what you're talking about, dog. Like, stop saying stuff if you don't know what you're talking about. Because Ryan Garcia was exposing a lot of stuff, whether it was true or not. He was exposing a lot of stuff about Hollywood and all the elites. So, if you said that's not exposing something, then I don't know. Yeah, I agree. He is. He's fighting a lot of demons. Why did Tank brush his punches off easy and speed keeps you dazed on your feet, not on the canvas? I did the ritual himself. That's why he was going crazy and exposed it, because he was feeling good. Yeah, I agree, Joe D. He did engage. He did participate in the rituals. But see, Ryan Garcia realized, like, look, man, I ain't trying to go out like this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all the rituals he was involved in, I think when them kids was in the play, he was like, all right, enough's enough, dog. Like, nah, F that. I gotta, if I already sold my soul, maybe I can get my soul back, or at least I can be blessed in the afterlife because I'm at least putting my life on the line to stand up for these children, which is a real fact, though. Children are being abducted in this country. Children have been used for a lot of rituals. Do y'all know what Pizzagate is? If y'all know nothing about no Pizzagate, shut up. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a real reality. After that Tank defeat, he was broken, so he decided to sell his soul, and now he's back on top. Hey, you might be right, Jody. I can agree with that. I don't know that for a fact, but I believe that because, think about it. Ryan Garcia had a lot of fame and a big following leading up to that Tank fight. He was an internet sensation, I'm not going to say he's an internet boxer because he's always been a legit boxer since he was little, but he has more internet fame than actual boxing fans fame. But he's he's allowed, or he's for his in his case, a lot of boxing fans have are started respecting him a little more, at least up until these PED accusations came out. Because of the fact that he's we got to give him credit. At least he hasn't been scared. He stepped it up. He was calling out Tank for a while. He fought Tank. How he went out against Tank was very suspect and was kind of cowardly, because you look at that punch. Okay, it was a quick, blind punch to the body, but later, broski. Hey, salute, bro. Hey, have a great weekend, man. Happy Friday. But yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. It's definitely the distraction. It's definitely a distraction. And I'm gonna tell you what the biggest problem for Ryan Garcia is. You know, De La Hoya. You got to remember the rituals that De La Hoya participated in. De La Hoya is 100% compromised. He is a real sellout. Y'all forget about the high heels and the G-string and the boxing gloves, the picture he took. Dog, that was a Hollywood ritual. And then right after that, Golden Boy took off. Golden Boy Promotions. You got to do something strange for a little piece of change in order to get to a level. That's just the way the industry is. Sorry, not sorry. If you don't know that, if you can accept that, then you're not living in reality. Because this is a sick industry out there. There's some sick stuff going on, and unfortunately, people either you got to have some blood on your hands, or you got to go through some humiliation rituals. One of the two. Either you got to sacrifice some people, or you got to humiliate yourself. You got to sacrifice yourself. Pizzagate had already been exposed. He gave no new information on anything. Bro, I don't know. You all over the place, bro. Get out your feelings, dog. I didn't say that Ryan Garcia exposed Pizzagate. I mentioned Pizzagate. And the fact that Ryan Garcia was highlighting certain things, it's a reminder of Pizzagate, dog. It was that first big overhand shot from Tank that took him out. Eventually, the body shot is when he gave up. Heavyweight championship. A lot of money to make for on bets. Yeah, man. And then on top of that, bro, one thing that was very suspect that Ryan Garcia said to me leading up to that Devin Haney fight, not even just the baby stuff and him talking about, what they're doing to the kids, but one particular day, he said out of his own mouth that when he was a little kid, he was molested. He was R-worded. That didn't have nothing to do with the industry right there. That was somebody close to him, a family member, So I hold his parents accountable for a lot of things, because I'm trying to understand why he would even mention that. Like, you can't be exposing the Hollywood elites and then say, yeah, and when I was a little kid, I was molested. Wait, what that got to do with the Hollywood shit? You didn't get involved in Hollywood and selling your soul until in your early adult years. But this him being molested as a kid, somebody close to him and his family did that. Either his dad, a uncle, cousin, somebody. I don't know if it was a male or female, but it was almost like subliminally he was trying to tell everybody like he's been taken advantage of for a long time. He's been scarred. He's been fighting demons for a while. So, Ryan Garcia in a way kind of exposed his own family, because when something happened to you when you were a kid and your parents don't know about it, or if your parent is involved in it, then you got to ask yourself, why is he not going after that person? Why is he not exposing that person? But you want to expose Hollywood. If you're going to expose Hollywood, expose the person that victimized you too, the predator, the perpetrator. That's all I'm saying. You're acting like he exposed to crazy new info. All he did was talk about shit that was already exposed. All right, bro. I'm pretty sure Ryan would not fight for a long while. Well, I salute Ryan Garcia for putting his life on the line to expose stuff that we do already know about. But at the same time, not everybody knows the stuff. Rally. You and I, we know the stuff. But at the same time, the young generation follows him. And more than half of them don't know half about what's going on in the industry. So Ryan Garcia saying that was foreign to a lot of people. So a lot of people did need to hear that crap. So I'm not knocking him for exposing that stuff. If that was his way of trying to get out of what the contract that he's in, as far as selling his soul and that entity that these people worship to gain fame and money, then salute to him. But I don't salute him if he cheated, if he did take some substance, and whether he was aware of it or not. You can't be having stuff like that in your blood in your body, and you get a pass. But then Keyshawn Davis tests dirty only for weed, and then they crucify him. They treated him like he was on PEDs. Marijuana is not a PED. So why is it that Keyshawn Davis is getting dogged out worse than Ryan Garcia? And technically, what Ryan Garcia did and what Canelo Alvarez did and what Tyson Fury did, you should be banned from boxing. But these guys they got the complexion for the protection. But don't let it be a Keyshawn Davis or something like that. Or don't let it be weed and you're a black fighter, which a lot of people always have this hate in their heart for black fighters, or this envy or this fear. So if there's anything that's a little foul on a black fighter, oh my God, get rid of him. I'm like, come on, dog. He partnered rituals. He did the horrible things himself, and he was having a malfunction. They needed him debriefed. I'm not knocking him on speaking on his issues and stuff. I respect that. I just think people overdo it by acting like he exposed to creating information. Well, I think you got to change how you're viewing it, bruh. I mean, at the end of the day, the news ain't reporting that. The media is not going to report that. You notice the media has not even reported or said anything. All the stuff Ryan Garcia has been exposing in regards to the industry, they ain't said nothing because they don't want the mass media or the mass public to know about that, So it just goes to show you that even though they were fully aware of what he was doing and what he was exposing, they chose to focus on what they feel is marketable, which is the promotion of the fight and making him look crazy. And let's be real here, dog. Anybody that's exposing stuff in the industry, what's their approach? They use the media, TMZ, and all that stuff to make you look like you're losing your mind, like you're going crazy. But any of us that know, like, can't nobody fool me. I'm from LA. I'm from the streets of LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from Hollywood, but I've been around the Hollywood lifestyle. So I know the foul stuff that go on in LA. A lot of y'all don't know. Y'all just go off what y'all see on TV. I've seen firsthand. I've been around everything from the gangs, you know what I'm saying, to the police brutality. I've dealt with it. I've been around these celebrities. My mom was married to a man in the industry, the Gap Band, Ronnie Wilson of the Gap Band. If y'all know who Charlie Wilson is, that's my peoples through marriage. You know what I'm saying? And I saw a lot of shit in the industry that I was not supposed to see. I lost my life I almost lost my life many times because of me being around the industry. But thankfully, I was covered. And me and my brothers were able to navigate and get out of those certain situations. So when out-of-towners come to LA and these people chase that lifestyle, that Hollywood type of lifestyle, they don't really know what they're getting into. They don't know what stuff they got to go through to get where they at. You know what I'm saying? You got to guard your backside. You got to be careful what contracts you sign. You better lawyer up. Don't just sign anything that's been offered to you. You got to do your actual in-depth research and make sure that before you sign on the dotted line to be a part of any business or organization, make sure that you are covered and that make sure that you're not being compromised. Let me see. Let me go back. Like Mayweather, people hated our best fighter from America and greatest American fighter ever. Facts. It was a test to try to see the truth can be exposed right in front of people's faces, but the only thing they care about and talk about is, thank you, dog. Exactly. It was a test to try to see the truth can be exposed right in front of people's faces, but the only thing they care about and talk about is entertaining fight. Dog. Everything is right in your face now. But you know what? Because there's so much that people can be distracted with. I'm going to tell you what the problem with society. It's a problem with my people too. My biggest issue with my people, I love my people to death. That's why I tell the truth. Whether it's on a positive light or negative light. The problem with a lot of black people in America is they play too much. too childlike. All like, is every day have to be a party and a celebration? Why is it that every weekend there's always a big old event, whether it's a club or a function, when niggas gotta just group up in big old crowds? You know there's ops out there. An op is gonna recognize another op at a big old function. What's gonna happen? Somebody gonna shut the party down because they're gonna try to get some get back on somebody who was already an op. You got these dusty ass females that they ain't about nothing. All they want to do is twerk, stick their tongue out, bend over, and open their legs. It's like, come on, man, we some of the most powerful people on the planet. But we got people not using any of their power, or they're using it in the wrong places. And then on top of that, self-destructing. But in general, the world, the youth, the young generation, the problem with people is all they want to do is be entertained. They either want to entertain you or be entertained. That's all y'all care about. Y'all don't care about truth. Y'all don't care about being informed. Y'all don't care about making this world a better place. All y'all care about is partying and having a good time, or being entertained so you can laugh, say, ah, ha, ha, ha. Goofy, man. We got a bunch of grown adults. Nobody's really grown in the mind no more. Nobody really wants to elevate. Everybody wants to do is just be a part of something. You either want to be a part of a group or you want to be entertained by a group. A bunch of childlike ass people. Ryan Garcia is very childlike as well. I got to give Devin Haney credit. He's a little more mature in how he carries himself, but he's very egotistical and narcissistic like his own father, because that money and that fame that his father has gained through his son has rubbed off on his son and made him to be just like how his dad is, to where, he think he better than everybody. And I think that's what caught up to Devin Haney in that fight against Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, his issue was he already sold his soul, because Ryan Garcia loves that attention. He loves the love and praise he gets from fans, So that fuels him, So it's possible that you can take a desperate attempt and even take some extra to give you an advantage, so you can always stay on top. Y'all don't think about that kind of stuff, Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all do know. Y'all just act like y'all don't know. Y'all be seeing shit right in front of y'all. Y'all be like, oh man, I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with me, dog. Why you worry about it, homie? Well, worry about yourself. That's y'all's mentality. But when somebody holds somebody that y'all like accountable about some stuff, y'all say we haters. How are we haters when we speaking the truth? There's no hate in truth. The truth only sounds like hate to people who are not living in truth. I'm gonna say that again. The truth only sounds like hate to people who are not living in truth, or who don't want to accept the truth and accept reality. But this is reality, dog. Y'all still in 3D right now. We in fifth dimension right now. Y'all better wake it up. Wake y'all asses up, dog. Because even in sports, this is the year 24. And I've been putting major pressure, on my IG. It's all Mamba mentality this year, dog. It's the year to 24, Kobe. And not only have I been having paid homage to Kobe Bryant and what he left, and how they've been trying to erase him. Not only erase him physically, which already happened, but, they even trying to erase the memories. They don't even want to ever acknowledge this man in the GOAT discussion, But regardless of that, we have to be willing to activate the truth, because see, this is the crazy thing. Subliminally, Kobe didn't even really realize what he was doing, and maybe he knew he was going to be expiring soon anyway. But what does the snake represent? The Kundalini. So, oh yeah, we went from Kobe to COVID. And then how you think the Lakers won? This is how you know I'll be on point, and I'm spiritually connected to everything. The Lakers won on my birthday. That bubble championship was on October 11th, 2020. That's my birthday, on a Sunday. Was it on a Sunday? I think it was on a Sunday. Yeah. Real talk, dog. I had to realize what was going on. But see, the thing is, the chakras, we have chakras in our body. And the Kundalini is all the chakras being activated, and the crown chakra. So the snake, we all have a snake within our body. It's the spiritual snake, the chakra snake. And it goes up through all the chakras. And if you get to that crown chakra, you are fully awakened, enlightened. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard about the Illuminati? Well, I ain't talking about them. But if you're fully illuminated, you become one with yourself. You become your highest self. So this being the year 24, which Kobe was number 24, and he represented the mamba, which was the snake. This is a symbol of the actually, exactly. It's the Christ state, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's not how people think. They think it's a Christ or somebody gonna come out the sky and the clouds. No, you activating the Christ consciousness, the Christ consciousness within you. And when you activate that, you're not blinded and you're not easily distracted by all the nonsense that's out there. But ever since then, though, you know what I'm saying, this year, not only in sports, it's a lot being exposed. A lot being exposed. We hear about Diddy, you know, a lot of people in the industry, dog. This ain't nothing. We ain't even in the summertime yet. Watch. Mark my words. If you're watching this live, there's going to be a lot of other people that's going to go down. There's a lot more people that's going to be exposed that you didn't expect to be exposed. But this is the year of truth. This is the real year of revelation. I predicted that there was going to be a whole lot of crazy more weather and tornadoes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be hitting areas unexpectedly. It's happening. It's the spirit moving, you know? It has to be a cleansing on this planet. There's so much dirt and there's so much impurities on this planet. And this planet that we live in is a body. It's a real living organism. And we're just little microorganisms living within a macro. So when you see a lot of these weathers now, man can manipulate weather now too now. The military has access to weapons of mass destruction, and also they can bring rain and storms to other areas. But you know when there's a real storm, when there's Mother Nature in play, you know. What's happening, fam?
What?
What's up, bro?
Shit.
You good?
Dealing with this dumb shit.
Yeah, man. I'm on this live real quick, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get at you. But yeah, man, like, y'all gotta understand, man, like this shit is right here is not a game. You know, this is real reality. Celestial being floating through the times. Yeah, man. But see, that's a lot of dead people walking, bro. It's a lot of dead men walking. You know, what is the goal of mind control? What's the goal of population control? To turn you into zombies and robots. That's the real goal. You know what I'm saying? Why you think they came up with the jab? Because they're trying to control you. They're trying to control the populations. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like this whole world is overpopulated. This ain't nothing overpopulated, dog. You know how many areas that still have yet to be populated? In any state or whatever city you're in, you can drive by certain areas and there's no civilization there. But they want you compressed in a certain area so where they can control you and monitor you. Y'all niggas don't know shit. The circle of life has all the great knowledge. Yes, sir. The apocalypse is the great cleanse. I agree. To lead you away from God. Facts. We need to show love and kindness. Hey, that's real talk, dog. I mean, the only way you're going to activate your inner God or to be one with God is to be one with self. And you got to have love. Don't they say God is love? But we got more people hating than anything. Remember, truth is not hate. But you got people who deliberately live their lives hating because they just don't like somebody or because they're jealous or envious of what they do or what they got going on. But you got to understand, like, yeah, it's your vibrations, bro. You know, and you know, like, when somebody's giving off good vibes and bad vibes, you know. If I'm speaking on Ryan Garcia, I think Ryan Garcia he is a pure soul. You could tell, like, he was an innocent kid. Because remember, at the end of the day, before we go bad, we're all victims. We're kids. We start off as kids first. But ultimately what happens is You get tainted by things in this world, and our innocence gets taken away. And what I saw in Ryan Garcia was, you know, his innocence was taken away young, and I could tell in his youth he was constantly battling demons, and people that was trying to take advantage of him. So once he became a man and actually found himself, he was he his fight was to get himself to a level to where he don't have to keep running no more. He can face all of his demons now. So he has the power and the money now to expose certain people now and to reveal things, even if it's at the risk, even if it takes him risking his own life. I respect that 100% because you're risking your own life. I respected Ryan Garcia when he exposed Tank for carrying purses and shit and wearing dresses and shit. Nigga, that shit ain't respectable. You know what I'm saying? But I respected Ryan Garcia for exposing that. You know, I haven't seen Devin Haney do no weird, goofy stuff like that. But at the same time, I've seen Devin Haney dress weird. I've seen him. He's been at Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? Them damn Diddy parties. I don't give him a pass for that. So, you don't think both of them have been suffering their karma in a way? I just think for Ryan Garcia, yeah, you're right. He came in that fight with nothing to lose, dog. All the odds was against him, and that was his advantage. Despite the PED situation, because I think even if he didn't have that in his blood, and like I said, I don't know for sure if he really had that in his blood. But if we're just speaking on the surface, I'm using Ryan Garcia as an example of how they protect certain white fighters. But when it comes to a certain black fighter, they're going to come up with any little thing to ridicule and crucify them. But then when it comes to other fighters, it's some grand excuse. And there's some protection, Yeah, he was. He was ready to die. And that's a dangerous man. The most dangerous man is a man who's willing to die for his integrity. And Ryan Garcia, he continued to stand on his square. He called himself King Ryan. You know what? I got to give him credit. He conducted himself like a king, and he stood on a square like a king, leading up to that fight. Now, like I said, it could be the elites or the industry attacking him, and they could have pulled a stunt on him and say, oh yeah, he popped dirty when he really didn't. Because Ryan Garcia, he stood on his toes. He said, man, this is bullshit. I ain't never took a drug. So maybe he didn't. But at the same time, it still goes to show you how even with those accusations coming out, nothing has happened to Ryan Garcia. Have we heard that he's been suspended? Have we heard that are they really going out their way to expose him as this monster? No. But when Keyshawn Davis failed a drug test for weed, oh, they treated him. You would have thought Keyshawn Davis was taking PEDs the way they did him. So I'm saying, like, man, I'm all about fairness. Make this shit make sense. If it ain't fair, dog, and if it's being biased, I don't support it. Oh, he whooped that boy for sure. He beat the dog shit out that boy. I actually thought. It was a very close fight, but I actually thought Lomachenko beat Devin Haney in that fight. You know what I'm saying, when they fought. So I almost feel like him losing to Ryan Garcia was the shit catching up to him because he was Devin Haney already kind of got exposed anyway. He was already like at a point where you just knew eventually once he gets in the ring with a particular fighter, he gonna get exposed and get stopped. We all knew that. We all knew that Devin Haney wasn't gonna keep that old for too long, unless he would start cherry picking people that we know he can beat. But guys with speed and power, he struggles. He gonna be around only 6 months, then he back. Yeah, but see, I don't agree with that. Like, if he really did have that in the system, and he really did do that, I don't support it. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the fact that he was just, he could pop dirty, and he get a pass, and then he say, oh yeah, well you can come back in a few months. What? So you gonna suspend a fighter for weed, but you don't suspend a fighter for PEDs? fight was over before he knew it. Yeah, but in all honesty, I hope that those rumors aren't true. I hope that maybe Ryan Garcia is just this is an attack on Ryan Garcia from the industry because of all the stuff he exposed leading up to the Devin Haney fight, and because he came in with the I have nothing to lose mentality, and it probably shocked a lot of people. Even De La Hoya, like De La Hoya was preying on Ryan Garcia's downfall. You really think you think De La Hoya really wanted Ryan Garcia to win that fight? No. But when he won, what he doing? Just like a snake. De La Hoya is a Judas, dog. Like the story of Judas. Jesus, who betrayed Jesus? Judas. That's what De La Hoya is, dog. He a snake. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll hate on you and throw shit on you and try to set you up for failure. But then when you defy all odds and you win, oh, he's the face of boxing. He's calling all the shots now. Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. What you talking about? You was just cooking this dude and making him seem like he's nobody and like he needs you. You see what De La Hoya did to Canelo, talking like he made Canelo. Canelo was fighting since he was 14 years old. What are you talking about? No, he signed to De La Hoya, but for De La Hoya to be that narcissistic and egotistical to claim that he made Canelo, nigga, if you don't get your fruit booty, high heel wearing, G-string wearing ass up out of here, what you talking about? That's why I'm glad Canelo said, hey, you better lawyer up if you got De La Hoya in your corner because he's going to steal your money. Yeah, and he did lose the mental battle though, for sure. He did. Because he the thing was Devin Haney, his last couple of fights, I kind of felt the way he did Loma, because Loma is not a very disrespectful guy. Lomachenko is not a disrespectful dude. Even though the industry and the boxing higher ups were trying to great white hype Loma, and they kept saying he was the pound for pound #1, the best, and all this stuff, which he hadn't did nothing more than half of the stuff. He had already had a loss on his record, and then they try to erase that loss and try to say he's undefeated and the pound for pound, and then he got exposed again. When he got exposed by Teofimo, which I think if they fought again, I think Loma would beat him the next time, but still, you got to give Teofimo credit. He outclassed Loma, and he fought a great fight against Lomachenko, but after that was shut down, then they had to move from Loma and say, okay, maybe it's either Canelo or Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford should have been #1 regardless because of what he was been able to do. But yeah, he is Oscar's cash cow. But you see how hypocritical Oscar is. You know what I'm saying? Canelo evolved after the Mayweather fight. He did evolve after the Mayweather fight. He did, 100%. 100% he did. And I respect Canelo. I don't respect that he took PEDs. I don't respect that. If anything, I believe more that Canelo took PEDs over Ryan Garcia. I'll say that. But they both could have very well did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like both of these niggas are close and good friends and stuff. Let's be real, dog. Like, this ain't all of them, but a lot of people that are non-black fighters, and this is not all the fighters now, but there are some top non-black fighters who get a little worried and get concerned when it comes to these elite black fighters, and they will take some cheating ass shit. They will take a performance enhancer, and they'll get away with it sometimes, and they'll have that unfair advantage. You got natural abilities against unnatural abilities. And sometimes these dudes that come in the ring with unnatural abilities, they still get washed by these elite black fighters because they just have it in them. It's not on them, it's in them. But real talk, I don't support that. It's bad for Haney. He doesn't control his career. I think Haney is compromised or outmatched. Yeah, real talk. Real talk. But, if I was Ryan Garcia, I would get as far away from Oscar De La Hoya as I can. As much fame and support that Ryan Garcia has, why don't he start his own? He needs to start his own company. King Ryan Promotions. Or Garcia Promotions, something like that. Now, probably the only reason why, if he don't get it, is probably because they're going to expect him to do the same thing De La Hoya did. Take that picture Put them high heels on and them panties, and put them boxing gloves on. You gotta emasculate yourself. They always gonna try to demasculinize yourself. You know what I'm saying? They one thing, the greatest fear to Hollywood and the industry is a masculine man, and a man who knows himself. And unfortunately, if you are in the industry and you're being funded by this corrupt system, they're gonna want you to do something strange for a little piece of change. You're not gonna be thriving for too long before they put pressure on you to do something strange. Let's just be 100. Like, if y'all don't know that, then just shut up. Don't say nothing, because this is a fact. This is what they do. You even see it in the industry. You know how many black men have worn dresses and done some weird, strange stuff just to get a bag? Look at, please. Can Haney come back from this? I mean, he can, but well, I'm gonna tell you like this: Devin Haney, his game plan. You know, first of all, I gotta put it on Bill Haney, because Bill Haney, he totally underestimated Ryan Garcia. Because if he didn't underestimate Ryan Garcia, then his son would have performed a lot better. His son would have made a lot of adjustments, especially after he got hurt in the first round. You know, and after his first knockdown, they should be like, all right, look, you trying to fight his fight too much. You know what I'm saying? You need to box, use your jab, you know, jab, go to the body, keep moving, use your footwork. Like, it could have been an easy fight probably for Devin Haney, but that first punch that he got caught with, that first punch that got landed on Devin Haney, that rocked him in the first round, that changed the whole magnitude of the fight. And it kind of put him in a situation where he was constantly trying to recover. And every time he tried to recover, what happened? He would get hurt again. It kind of reminds me of Broner and Maidana. You know what I'm saying? Maidana put the pressure on him right away. He brought it to him. Like, you know, sometimes as much as these two, as a fighter would train, or as fighters train, all the nervousness and the nerves building up to the fight, when the first round start, is usually a fill out, right? But usually a fighter don't expect another fighter to come at him right away and just be like, bing, 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 bing. Ryan Garcia wasn't playing no games with him. He wasn't going to try to just get a good fill out first round. No, right away, he was going to make him feel him. And I think that really surprised Devin Haney, because the first round, you're more nervous. You're more stiff and tense until somebody rock you or hit you. And then you might wake up. But if you get hit by a punch that hurts you, I don't know. Hard to be the guy who's already a beast, then add on PED. Thank you. How Devin's supposed to overcome that? I agree. You actually said something that makes sense, Riley. Who's he had to fight? What his next fight? Who are you asking about? He got the drop on him. Cardio. Yeah. Well, no. See, hey, Jaime, Devin Haney, his cardio, him being in shape, his work ethic is not the problem. It's his mental. It's the mental, really. You know. I think Devin Haney was so successful for so long was because he was supremely confident in his skills, and also on top of that, he followed the game plan, and he fought his fight. Devin Haney didn't fight his fight against Ryan Garcia, but he probably didn't have time to fight his fight because he got caught in the exchange early, like within the first 10 to 20 seconds, he got rocked. So shit changed. Now, if the PEDs, if you really did have PEDs in them, if the PEDs had an effect on him to where it gave Ryan Garcia more power, because see, let's be real, Ryan Garcia has unreal speed. I used to watch some of his replays, you know what I'm saying, and there's been a couple times where I would slow it down. It's still hard to see that punch thrown. So he got unreal speed. I just hope it ain't something that's enhanced from a PED, but I got to give him credit. Like, Ryan Garcia got crazy speed now. You got to have a good safe distance from Ryan Garcia. Don't let Ryan Garcia just stand there and punch. Let him come after you. Don't stand there flat-footed and try to fight with Ryan Garcia. No. But regardless, you know what I'm saying, I just think that both fighters are fighting their own demons, you know. But one thing they would stop doing is putting their religion into the sport. You know, I don't even like when people bring race in the sport too, you know what I'm saying, or their country. It's like, It's only two people fighting in that ring. I get it. People are gonna rally around you if you're representing a country or you're from a certain country. People, your fans and your loved ones and supporters are gonna support you. But to try to make it seem like your religion and your God is behind you and it's gonna determine whether you're successful or not, that is a delusional way of thinking. You know, it was like that the Haney and Devin Haney fight was like Allah versus Jesus. Now people can say, well, they're the same, but it's like, why did it have to be that? You know, that's what the problem is, because people bring a race into it. So if it's Mexicans, if it's a Mexican fighter against a black fighter, it's Mexicans against blacks, which becomes a race war. If it's your country against America, it's this country against this country. It's a race. It's a war of countries now. And then if it's a fighter that's white against a fighter that's Mexican, or usually ain't even white and Mexican, it's always a big race thing when it comes to a melanated man or melanated boxing. And one thing y'all got to realize, black fighters don't do that. When have you ever seen a black fighter bring his whole race against another race and say, man, man, it's the blacks that's against them? I think the only fighter that did that, and I understand what the angle, why he was doing it, because he was exposing the injustices, which he was not lying. But I feel like Deontay Wilder was the only one that kind of made it a race thing, where it was like the whole black race against everybody. Which, I mean, everybody's against us anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's either people who's stealing ideas from us, stealing from us personally, or using us for our talents and our abilities and our natural gifts. But regardless, overall, it's mostly other people that try to make it a race thing or a religious thing, and it shouldn't be that. It just needs to just be, that tribal mentality. But that religion shit is crazy, dog. Like, y'all need to stop that crap. Because you're hypocrites. You contradict yourself, because people are going to pay close attention to your behavior when you make it about your God and your religion. Do y'all think Ryan Garcia helped make God, Jesus, and Christians look good? No. Do you think Devin Haney and Bill Haney made Muslims and Allah look good? No. So it was an ultimate fail for both of them. They both destroyed the image of their God and their beliefs. But if they would have made it about just their work ethic, because at the end of the day, it's about who's better prepared in that ring. Who was the better man in that fight? But when you say, I know God has my back and God is going to help me to win, it's like, what? So if you lose, does that mean that your God failed you? It's not even fair to your God. Just leave your God out of that shit. Just let it be about, you and the other man. May the best man win. It's simple. But y'all people love complicating life and adding extra shit to life that don't have nothing to do with what's really going on. And that's like, for example, it's like a husband, a family, a husband that's working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, paying all the bills, doing everything he can. And then he comes home and all the food, everything, all the lights on, everything like that. And then you're having dinner with the family, and your wife or the kids, they say, I'm going to thank God, Lord, I'm going to thank my Lord and Savior, thank you for preparing this food. Huh? Or even the mom. The mom could be a single mom, and she's doing everything she can. She's making all the sacrifices, and you want to give thanks to a Sky Daddy for preparing the food. No, it was her. It was the mother that did that, or it was the father that did that. Like, y'all keep giving credit to everything that don't have nothing to do with the people that put in the effort. It's okay to pay homage and still have some humility and be humble and say, oh, I know there's a higher power. Thank you for the protection I have. Thank you for me being here still and being able to be in my right mind. But you can't be giving thanks to something that had nothing to do with the work you put in. So that's my example when it comes to boxing. It's like, stop giving Jesus and Allah credit for stuff that y'all doing. Because they don't have nothing to do with that. They're not making you get up and run 3 miles a day. They're not getting up and making you go to the gym. It's you. You got to make up your mind, get your ass up, and do it your damn self. Now, you can say God is helping protect you so you can get through that fight in your right mind and stuff like that. Yeah. I believe that there are guides and spirits to help you to get through whatever hardship that you're going through. But you still got to go through some hardships, you know. Life ain't going to be easy. So, but we got to get this. Boxing is probably really more corrupt because of religion and race. That's always been used as a tool to fuel some type of rivalry or some competitiveness. And it's pathetic, really. Thank you, bro. Give all praise to the Most High for giving you the tools, which is true. But it's on us to execute our plans and goals. Facts. I mean, it don't take a rocket science to figure this stuff out, but I think we become so delusional as people because we're so trained and we've been so brainwashed by religions and doctrines that when we can't even give our own self a pat on the back sometimes. Like, you can give yourself some credit. Give yourself some credit. Didn't they say we're made in the image of God? So we are gods. We're just a micro version of gods, So you don't have to always act like a servant. You don't have to always be a sheep. Be a shepherd. Be a wolf. There you go. God helps those who help themselves, man. Hey, y'all speaking facts today, man.
You still doing okay with yourself?
Yes, thank you.
I got the message saying
But I mean, just live in truth, man. Stop faking it and stop acting like it's always something that has something to do. And then the thing is, if you do something, take accountability.
yes.
Take accountability. When you do wrong, don't blame it on the devil. And when you're doing everything good, don't always blame it on a sky daddy. I mean, if you want to give homage and give thanks and be thankful that you have a good heart and you do good deeds, by all means do that. I'm not against that. But a lot of times people make excuses for certain things. They'll try to, people hide behind their religion and their beliefs and will try to act like God is always an influence on decisions they make for themselves. Or if something bad happens, you say, oh, that's nothing but the devil. I'm under attack. No, it's more, maybe it's just a test. We all got to be tested. Just like when you play a video game, you got to go from level to level. You got to put forth the effort. You got to go through some type of struggle and some battle in order to grow stronger and wiser. That's life. So my biggest disappointment is the fact that there's still a lot of things that need to be cleaned up. Boxing is probably one of the most corrupt sports in the world. And in sports history, boxing has been probably the most corrupt throughout history because there's more racism, there's more cheating going on, and there's more discrimination, and there's a lot of favoritism. WBC, corrupt in my opinion, very corrupt. PBC, corrupt in my opinion, very corrupt. We're hearing all this stuff about yeah, exactly. That Sky Daddy shit, man. That's what's keeping people so stuck on stupid right now. And it's like, if it was really working like that, don't you think this guy that would have been changed some stuff around? Like, you can't make it seem like this almighty creator who is for the greater good of everybody is allowing men, women, and children to be destroyed and taken advantage of every day. It don't work like that. This is just a journey. You're a spirit having a human experience. You all, bro? Hey, man. I'm gonna text you, bro. I'm gonna text you. You're a spirit having a human experience, and you're here for a reason. It could be karma, or you could be here because you have some unfinished business, work to do. But it's just us. And we gotta take accountability for what we do. We can't. There's a lot of things we cannot change on this planet, but we can be the change. We can help bring change to the world by being a living example. But the problem is, there's too many people following. It's not enough leaders. There's too many people following and feeding off the knowledge and the behavior of other people, and then they copy and paste that on them. Women too. I'm women, I think, are probably selling out at an all-time high. I think women are losing themselves at an all-time high. Why? Because this is not all women, but a lot of women are very gullible and very easy to be taken advantage of because of stuff that's in society. If you see it on the news, it don't matter what's being reported. They're gonna believe it and take it at face value. If it's something that's on social media and there's a narrative being pushed, they probably gonna roll with that narrative, especially if it fits their narrative. And unfortunately, there's a lot of things that go on that's accepted that should be unacceptable. You know, yeah, it's a weird world. But don't you be weird with it. Don't just because you start seeing people doing weird stuff and it becomes cool by the industry, and you got the industry and certain powers that be that are making it cool and promoting it. You gonna start doing it because it's trending now? Nigga, I don't give a damn if it was 7 billion people following something that I didn't like or agree with. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at and just watch like, They'll never learn. That's my attitude. They will never learn because I have my own mind and my own soul. I know right from wrong, and I'm not easily influenced or persuaded to do shit that I'm not interested in. But this is the time we are in right now where people are being easily influenced and persuaded to do things that they don't even really care to do. But because it's trendy and a lot of people are jumping on it and it's the wave, a lot of y'all jump on that wave because y'all don't want to miss out. Y'all feel like y'all gonna be left out or left behind on something. Nigga, choose your battles wisely and choose what you involve yourself with wisely. Because you might involve yourself in something that might make you lose yourself. And you forget who you really are in this world. I don't want to forget who I am in this world. I know who I am in this world. I know where I came from. And I may not know ultimately where I'm going. I know where I'm working to get to. But I'll be damned if I allow someone or something to persuade me to do, say, or participate in anything that does not fit who I am and that does not compliment me. I'm not going to do something that compromises my character and my integrity. Lead by example. That's why we as men need to be leaders. Man, Jody, you're saying it, bro. That is what's the key factor of why this world is so lost right now. Men have become weak and docile. We've allowed society to feminize us. We've allowed society to put fear in us and make us feel like we have to downplay who we really are just to appease other people who are sensitive and weak. No, I'm not doing that, dog. Like, for example, I'm an advocate for truth. And I'm an advocate for justice. I'm a fighter for justice. You see the scales on my name, by my name. Not only am I a Libra, but I'm a person who stands for truth and justice. And I want harmony in the world for everybody. But you got me twisted if you think I'm going to be over here compromising myself just for that. For example, there's a lot of women who have been fighting to get the equal rights that they deserve, which I 100% support. But you got me twisted if you think I'm going to support this foul stuff that these women have been doing. Compromising themselves, over-sexualizing themselves, destroying the kids, using the system to take the kids away from their fathers, and then raising these kids up to be either feminine, compromised boys, or to be wild, dusty-ass girls. We in trouble, dog, because most of these mothers and women, their society is making it feel like we're still in the old times where men didn't allow women to do nothing but cook, clean, and open their legs. We don't have nothing to do with what the men did in the past. But to act like y'all still victims, when really men are more victims now. I don't see women getting locked up for lying on men, making up stories, say, oh, he beat me, or he didn't want to pay his child support, when a lot of times men can't pay their child support because how women are treating them. But these women play victims and act like they never do no wrong. It's always the man's fault. I don't support that. So it's a battle with me because I want to support women in their fight for their rights and justice, but a lot of them I can't support because of what they do. They're real secret, wicked agendas, and I can't support that. So it's going to always be a battle, but it's going to take women who have integrity to hold other women who are foul accountable, and it's going to have to take men who have integrity to hold other men who are foul accountable. I think men are holding other men accountable. I think we've been doing that for a long time. I think the kryptonite for a lot of women is accountability. So even if other women even if a woman sees other women being foul, she won't say nothing because she on code, because she think that, oh well, that it's her right to do that. Really? So it's her right to also set a bad example to these kids, to be bending over, twerking, and showing her ass and over-sexualizing herself so her daughters can grow up to be just like that? Or to be over-coddling and spoiling and nurturing her son and making him all feminized to where he's sensitive and always in his feelings, and he ain't even got no thick skin when out in society or when he's not around his mom. He all sensitive and weak now. Come on, dog. You got to make this stuff make sense. And I think with Ryan Garcia, he got some, you could just tell. All you got to do is look at people's parents, dog. His dad, he's not a great example of a father to me. Ryan Garcia's dad, he seemed like he's just he loves his son. I believe he really loves his son dearly, and he would die for his son. He would put his life on the line for his son, but his dad is not really a great example of a father figure, Bill Haney, as educated as he is and as intellectual as he is, he's a narcissist. So Ryan Garcia's dad is ignorant, and Devin Haney's dad is a narcissist. So they're both hurting their sons. They're both affecting their sons and how they operate in society. Mothers are very loving and nurturing, but if the sons don't have a balance of a father figure to show a little tough love and instill some values and morals in them, and then they'll grow up to be over emotional, angry young men who are constantly trying to find themselves because they didn't get a real balance. So hopefully the real truth comes out. I don't like how they're trying to demonize Devin Haney, even in the aftermath of Ryan Garcia testing dirty. But at the same time, I'm not naive enough to know that this could possibly be an industry play as well. This could be an industry play, and they are possibly attacking Ryan Garcia and creating propaganda and maybe making up the story about him testing dirty. Maybe he didn't test dirty, but they're doing this to set him up for his demise, But we're going to see. We're going to find out. It's going to be revealed at some point. But I'm putting my 2 cents in on it. And my main example I wanted to give was how Ryan Garcia still has the complexion for the protection, because even when he gets accused of, or even when it's been reported that he failed a drug test, and they even named the actual performance-enhancing drug that was in his system, they allowed him to take another test, and then all of a sudden it mysteriously goes away, and that he's cleared. But when Keyshawn Davis fails a drug test for marijuana, he gets suspended. He gets his win is taken away. Now it's a no contest. You messing with his money. Did y'all mess with Ryan Garcia's money? Have y'all just taken money from him yet? I don't think so. So, I just see how they move. You know, I was amazed how Ryan Garcia gets accused of this stuff, but he's able to still float around. He's visiting Deion Sanders in Buffalo. He gets to go to Canelo's fight. He's back there in the locker room like, damn, bro, that shouldn't look good on you. Especially meeting up with Canelo, who also popped dirty once. That don't look good. But this is the industry we in, where stuff that don't even make sense, that make you scratch your head. The X-Files music in your head, like, this is stuff they'll allow us to see, and this is stuff that's right in our face. It's like they're laughing. It's like it's a joke. This is entertainment for them. How they can dog black fighters, but then a guy with the complexion for the protection, they can allow him to still roam freely and say, no, that's bullshit. I didn't fail the drug test. Matter of fact, let me just show up. Let me go to Canelo. I know Canelo popped dirty, but you know what? We're good friends. So I'm not on either side. I'm not on Devin Haney's side, and I'm not on Ryan Garcia's side. But let's call a spade a spade. Let's be real about what's really been going on. But I hope y'all living your life in truth, man. I hope you guys are being 100 about what y'all see, and I hope y'all not blinded by what y'all see. Damn all the propaganda and the made-up stories and stuff. Just look at the receipts on what's really going on. Devin Haney was definitely compromised. I don't trust nobody that's gone to those Diddy parties. And I don't trust nobody that is so protected, because Devin Haney has some protection too now, but I have to commend him that he always works hard. His work ethic and his ability to perform at a high level has always been respectable to me, but his behavior and his ego has been a concern for me, and I've never really been a fan of that, because of the fact that he has always he gets really disrespectful to his opponents, the guys that he's fighting. You know what I mean? And sometimes you got to just be professional. You don't have to try to be another Mayweather. You don't have to try to be somebody that you're not. These guys try to be something that they're really not. Devin Haney and Tank trying too hard to be tough guy, trying too hard to be over masculine. Like, chill out. You just prepare the best way you can and try to fight. Hopefully that you can perform the best way you can once you're in that fight. And then just say, hey, you know what, man, he's a great fighter, man. Y'all can become friends after the fight. But all this old extra stuff just to get ratings and stuff like that, it's like you're compromising yourself, because we all going to remember your behavior. And I'm going to judge more your behavior and your character over your image and your money. I don't care about your money and all that stuff. I just care about who you are, how you represent yourself, and what kind of example are you setting to the kids, because that's what I think about. I think about these kids at the end of the day. We don't have too many people setting a great example for these kids. There's too many fathers teaching these kids just to be a bunch of savages and street niggas, and then we got too many moms just teaching these girls to just be a bunch of 304s, bust downs. You know what I'm saying? Digital prostitutes, OnlyFans. Like, damn, is this what our future is leading up to? Is this what our future is going to be? Just savagery. Anyways, man, salute to everybody, man. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in. Remember, hey, man, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Share this video. If you think somebody needs to hear this, share the video, man. You know what I'm saying? But support. I got some more stuff coming, man. I'm going to be dropping a lot more content on a lot of different things, but I'm going to definitely be giving my 2 cents more on this boxing stuff, too. Because they got to clear up this sport of boxing or just be done with it. Because, I think a lot of us who are real, we get tired of the nonsense. We're tired of seeing the same BS go on. We're tired of the discrimination, the biased behavior, and all the propaganda, So, have a great weekend, y'all. Be easy.